Queen at the age of 12 upon her marriage to Denis, King of Portugal, Elizabeth of Aragon teaches us that one's privileged position must be used to relieve the suffering of the poor and to restore peace among nations. The king permitted her to continue with her daily devotion, like praying the Liturgy of the Hours and attending Mass, but prohibited her from meeting the sick and the poor. But the queen instructed her ladies-in-waiting to secretly bring the sick, especially the lepers, to her wing of the palace, where they bathed them, treated their wounds, and fed them. During her afternoon walk, she kept bread in her mantle so she could share them with the poor. One time, the king caught her and inspected her mantle. What did he find? This happened in January, when roses were not in bloom yet. The incident awakened in the king reverence for his wife. Throughout her queenship, Elizabeth established monasteries, a free school for girls, and many institutions of charity for the poor and the marginalized. The abandoned children, the repentant women, the sick, the homeless found a mother in the saintly queen. Soon, the king, who had been an unfaithful husband, was led to a change of heart, thanks to her spiritual sacrifices offered for him. She once said, the queen was also known as the peacemaker. She was able to prevent some wars from erupting through timely intervention. The last was when, at 65 and widowed and living as a Franciscan tertiary, she traveled over 100 miles from Coimbra to Estremoz to stop the troops of her son, King Alfonso IV, and those of her grandson-in-law, King Alfonso XI of Castile, from fighting. Only when the peace had been restored between the two kingdoms that she, the peacemaker, succumbed to high fever. May the saintly Queen inspire us to use our state of life for the good of all. Saint Elizabeth of Portugal, pray for us.